Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my channel, Freedom Rose. Here today, it's going to be a little bit longer video because I'm trying to find my tribe. I'm trying to find my community. And how can I do that if I don't tell you what I do? And what's in store if you do subscribe or join my channel or not? Right? Well, Freedom Rose. Freedom for allowing the angels to speak and not be unheard. I give them freedom. I give them a voice. And Rose came from my late, the father of my son, passed clear back in 1998, and how I discovered the angel language through my grief and through my desire to, just from my sadness. I guess I knew he was here. I knew I could feel him. I am an intuitive. I am clairaudient, meaning I can hear the spirits from the other side. I'm able to symbolism, all of those things, all of the language. I've always been a little bit different that way. When I go out into nature, I could feel the spirits of the trees and the rocks, and I just felt at home when I was out in nature. And it's taken me all these years, 71 years, to understand it as well as I do today. And we're in a time where the world is changing and people are waking up. What does that even mean? Waking up? Well, it means that the veil is becoming thinner and that people are starting to see things like I'm going to be explaining and sharing on a daily basis. Why numbers repeat, why words show up then when you just need them, why animals happen to come in your path in a repeated way, these things when they repeat, right? Why coins, right, happen to come across your path on the ground and on a repeated or singular basis. What does the veil mean? Well, the veil, when people pass, they're no longer in physical form and their spirit leaves. Some stay here, those you would call ghosts, and haven't crossed into the light, and others cross into the light. That's something else I do. I help people cross over that have gotten stuck here for whatever reason. The movie Ghost, that's a good example of what I'm talking about. He was stuck because he still had a mission, or he believed that he needed to stay here for his mate. Or they married, I think they were married. And so I have gone around the world and done that. I've been to Auschwitz. I raised my own money through my angel talk classes. That's the sign back there. I'll be doing them again. I'll be doing Angel Talk 101, 102, and 103. I'll explain that in a minute. But I went there and am doing this now on a daily basis. I watch a little bit of the news, or I get highlights of people that pass so I can help them home. People that die very suddenly, sometimes they don't go into the light. And so it's my personal commitment to find those people. And for some reason, I don't know why, I have access to crossing those people over. And that's why I went to Auschwitz. I thought I was going crazy. Kind of like that movie, Build Them and They Will Come, or something. What was that spaceship thing? I thought I was going nuts like that guy was that built that stuff in his living room. That was me. until I figured out what my gifts were and why I was here, why I am here, and why I'm doing this. But the veil the veil is becoming thinner, meaning that your angels, your ancestors, your guides are closer to you. Why? Well, I don't want to put people in a panic, but if you haven't figured out now, things are changing and they're not all good. And we may or may not, I'm not predicting anything here, be going through some difficult times. And so your ancestors, your guides, my guides and angels have been telling me for several years now that I would be doing this to help people that are waking up or the veil's becoming thinner and they're starting to see the messages. And so this is my mission statement. I'm going to read that to you. I wrote this back in 2017, right before I started going over to Europe. So I went over to Europe for Auschwitz and crossed all of those people at Auschwitz that were horribly put to death, starvation, burning, all of those things. And then the following 6 months later, I went over to Normandy Beach and I did the war heroes there from all nations that were there, that worked there. And then I've done Japan and I've gone Lisbon, Portugal, to the earthquake victims there. They were actually the first ones. They started me off small, angelically, because that's pretty dark energy to have to step into, if you know what that means. I did come back and I did get sick for a couple months because it was in a very dark place, and that affected, because I am an energy worker, it affected me physically. So my mission statement, written on October 27th, 2017, so 8 years ago, last month. Thank you for being completely open to receive, engage, retain, and gift back to the world. So this is titled Joy, which is my joy. This is my joy. Moving forward with the faith of Abraham, carving a path of peace and tranquility. Every step etched in joy, and this is. Every day I do this, yes, my husband. This is my joy, my passion. Every step etched in joy, witnessing God in all things. Yes, I see God in even rocks, the worst of situations. Inscribing peace, harmony, joy, and freedom. Following the promptings of Father in heaven. Conveying the profound expressions of love from beyond the veil. Blessing the world with the voice of spirit here on earth. So giving voice to your angels through this angel language. Signed me. That's before I was Freedom Rose. I'm Deborah Smith now in the real world. So, why would you stay with me? Are you my tribe? Stay here a few more minutes and find out. And if you are, please subscribe, or at least come by every day to see your messages, right? Because that's why I'm here, to share with you how your ancestors, your loved ones that have passed and crossed the veil, your daughters, your sons, your grandmas, your grandpas, your aunts, your uncles, your best friends, your sisters, your brothers, they're all trying to talk to you. I know the language, and I'm here to share it with you. So Angel Talk 101, 102, and 103, I try to touch on each of these each day. What is 101? 101 is for the person that says, oh, I knew they were here, I just needed a hug. And that's finding the coin or the feather. Angel Talk 102 is, oh, that's nice, I got hugs, but I'm kind of curious, teach me a little bit more. And then Angel Talk 103 is, I know all of this, but I want to master it. I want to be like you. I want to be a master of this language so I can teach others. And I try to touch on that on a daily basis. I'll be doing in the moments every day here. And if not in the moment, at least a topic every day in shorts. I won't be doing long videos like this, or I may be at some point. So the language is they use words, feathers, hearts. You know, this is where you get a lot of your hugs, right? Is finding a heart. That's pretty obvious. Somebody's giving you a hug. Lovies, right? Coins. We showed you coins already. Symbolism. So what does this half heart mean? Why? What do the symbols mean? To my 103 people, what does the color mean? All of the in-depth things that it could be. My Vietnam, I crossed those from Vietnam. I didn't tell you that part. But their flag has stars on it. And every day, every single day, I get at least 1 star a day from them. Hugs. They were my generation. I graduated from high school, Helix High School, go Scotties, in 1972. Yes, I'm a little bit hippie. If you haven't figured that already, carry the spiders outside. Just feed all the animals, the critters. We go into, you know, reciprocity and what that means and how we give back and how we receive. But I get stars from my people in Vietnam. We're going to talk about dangling carrots. How our angels lead us to this or that. We think we're going for one thing, but when we really get there, it's another reason. So that we're going to be covering dangling carrots. We're going to be covering hiccups. What does a hiccup mean? Well, a hiccup is my own language, and that means something happened to get our attention. You're walking out the door and you trip, or you catch your jacket. Any interruption in the natural flow of energy. Your computer goes out. Your car won't start. Any interruption in natural energy is a hiccup. What else? Oh, okay, so what else I do, I am, what do you call it? Sorry. This is, you know, elderly, 71-year-old. Oh, I'm able to, what do you call this? Channel. Channel. So this I'm taking to a young man in town. I'll hold that there for a second. So this is his name written in symbolism. So I tune into his angels and my angels through intention, through meditation, and they tell me what to draw for them specifically to help them to, it tells about who they are. It's from their angels. It's from the spirit world. Sometimes they are for the present moment, if I ask for the present moment, or sometimes they're for the future. And they're not to predict the future, they're to validate the moment. So I just gave my son his, that I drew for him 2014, and it wasn't time to give it to him until now. And it told of his trials that he had over the past years. And so it was validation that even though they were really heavy trials, he was supposed to be there. And so this is another one that I did for another friend. I'm going to be sending it to her, Miss Connie. Do you remember this, Connie? Oops, there's my light in the way. There's the window in the way. This has got glass on it. I drew this for Connie, a friend of mine over in Florida, and I have to send it to her yet. And this is for my husband. This one is about strength for Isaiah. Yes, I'm married to a wonderful man. It took me 66 years to find him. We've been married for 5 years. Oh, here he is here. This is him and I outside of church a couple of years ago, before he put 50 pounds on me. He's a chef. Yes, and I'm on a diet and I've lost 15 pounds. Yay for me. Let's see what else. Oh, and this is the other thing I do. I'm a Christian, and I took me many years to figure out why I did this, but I have the gift of what they call seer, and I do these every day for myself to represent the present moment. So this, and again, I'm going to put this light down for a minute. This was the very first one I did. This is me. And you see all the stones, feathers, and this is the third eye, right? And the intuition, and all the colors, everything. This says the word fate in a rock, F-A-T-E. And so it was telling what I was going to be doing. This, right? This. So if you are my tribe, if you're interested in any of this at all, stick with me. Tell me about other people that might be interested in this, because I'm here for you. I'm here for your angels, giving them a voice for you. I'm here to help. I'm here to serve. Please comment to me how I could serve you better. So what do you want to know about your angels? What can I share with you of my knowledge that you can be better at reading this language and know you're not alone? You are not alone. I am not alone. They are with us on a daily basis, not just daily, hourly. Through sleep, we'll be covering dreams as well. I'm sure there's things that I've missed, but this is enough for today. Aho, amen, so it is. Join me. Welcome, community and tribe.